Hello friends and potential friends. Well, I haven't been spending as much time in the garden as I'd really like to, but there are still a few things worth looking at. Out here on the front porch I've got my garden peach tomatoes, and I'm starting to get some tomatoes on here. There's one there. Another one over here. Well, two of them over here. A few more scattered around. They're growing pretty well. It has actually been kind of chilly the last few days. Everything seems to slow down whenever it does that. Oh, there's a few more in here. But pretty soon I'll be collecting seeds out of these. That's my intention for this one, this patch. Let's go see if there's anything else worth looking at. Yeah, things haven't changed too much here on the patio. Still have my cactuses and my pineapples there, and they still need to be weeded. Ginger and turmeric tower is sitting there waiting for spring. And comfrey's doing pretty good over here. And the salad tower is slowly filling up. I haven't started eating any salads out of that one yet, but it shouldn't be too much longer. Now, in the main garden bed, it's kind of a mixed bag. I haven't done anything with this bed yet. That's where the sweet potatoes were at. I may fill that up with radishes just to have something growing in there. Whatever was eating my Swiss chard apparently got full, so the Swiss chard is starting to grow fairly well again. I did plant a few more seeds in the lab just in case I need to fill them in, but I got some other places I can fill in too. It's actually been pretty chilly the last few days. Our temperatures for about 3 days were matching what we usually get around the middle of January in the coldest part of the year. But that only lasted a few days, and by Thanksgiving we're supposed to be back up near 80 again. But meanwhile, my romaine lettuce here started bolting on me, started turning bitter, then it turned cool, and it kind of stopped getting bitter. It doesn't really know what to do now. I mean, it is still edible, but just barely. The Napa cabbages, they're starting to form heads a little bit. And the cabbage collards, they like the cold weather. They're growing good. Tasting good too. Over here, I've still got some more basil next to the comfrey. And by the way, apparently comfrey decides it's going to be an invasive species around here, because it's starting to show up even outside the raised bed. The one down there, and that hole right there is where I dug up another one last week. Took it out and planted it in the mini orchard. I think I already mentioned that the cumin all died. Well, now the cilantro is pretty much gone too. So all I've got left in here is more of my basil. And this bed, well, so far it's kind of a dismal failure. A few garlics popping up at the end, but I had a couple of different kinds of kale in here, and something ate them, and they did not come back really. There's one or two of them that might, but mostly they're just sticks in there. And the carrots that I planted in here, not many of them left either. Something ate just about all of them. I did throw some more seeds down in here, but I didn't cover the seeds because I didn't want to cover up what few carrot plants were still alive. And so far it doesn't look like those seeds are coming up, so this bed is pretty much empty. But I got plans to fix that soon. On the brighter side, garlic's popping up all over the place. Doing pretty good. That's going to be more garlic than I really need. And my red acre cabbage trying to make a comeback after something was eaten on that too. And the golden acre cabbage is still kind of slow growing. Those I direct sowed in there, and they're slowly coming along. Bit more basil. I got basil all over the place. And there's my second patch of carrots. They're looking a lot better than the first patch, but I don't know. It doesn't look like I'm going to get enough to be doing any canning this year. I had planted some potatoes in this bed, and it's been over a week, and so far it doesn't look like anything is coming up. So I'm just waiting. Whoop, wait a minute. That might be a potato right there, and I think I see another one right over here. So they might be starting to pop up a little bit. We shall see. They were just grocery store potatoes that started sprouting in the kitchen. So I brought them out here and put them in the dirt. Yep, there's Snowflake hanging out in the shade up there. It's starting to get warm here. I think it's about 77 degrees right now. I planted radish, or more carrot seeds here, but again I didn't cover them, and that seems to be critical, at least around here. The peppers, I'm still picking peppers. In fact, there's still some blue blossoms on here and there, but they're slowing down. In this roller coaster weather, they just don't know what to do. But there are still a few of them coming on there. I'm going to have to make a decision here before too long, because they're not really producing enough to do much with. And then the Praxis cherry tomatoes. We got blossoms all over the place. I got 5 plants here. All of them have blossoms. Haven't seen any actual tomatoes yet, but it shouldn't be too much longer. And these I grew from seeds that I brought back from Mom's place, just so I could see if they grow as big of tomatoes here as they did up there in Idaho. And then the patience garden. I'm starting to lose patience with this. I need to get serious and plant a bunch more asparagus seeds. See if I can get this bed filled up. But that's probably going to be for early spring. Meanwhile, I'll just keep adding more leaf mulch and compost to it and try to build up the soil level a little bit. One of these days I hope to get to eat some asparagus. And the rest of the mini orchard, I've been slowly clearing things out back there. Haven't started chipping the pile yet, but that'll be coming soon. Those hurricanes kind of rearranged my plans a little bit this year. I was planning on adding another raised bed back there where the chair is at. I've got it in the house, I just haven't put it together and cleaned up that ground yet. But with as many beds basically empty that I have now, not really a big rush to build more beds. So I just keep going at it, trying to clean up as best I can when I can. Makes for kind of slow videos, but hey, that's what's going on this year. Hopefully it'll improve, and hopefully I'll be able to start spending more time out here in the garden, because I'm starting to get a little bit stir crazy. But anyway, that's where we're at the moment. I hope there's something there you might have enjoyed seeing, and I'll see you next time.